Moon Mischief contains scenes of violence, coarse language, and mature subject matter that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. For a more immersive experience, we recommend listening to this drama with headphones.
Even alone we can win. Survival is blind to our sin. We've just gotta fight till the last. Good intentions pave the road to hell, but out of the past. My fire, I'll soar on the sky.
Are you kidding me?
I guess I'll just call the cops or something. Someone's gotta take care of this.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Hey, yeah, so I'm on the long road heading towards Mitchell's Lane, and there's this massive tree blocking the road.
I'm sorry, sir. Could you please tell me where you are again?
Yeah, I'm on the long road heading towards Mitchell's Lane. Somewhere off Highway 1. Before I knew it, the call was corrupted by static that filled my ears. Ah! The hell? Hello? Hello? Great. I'm sorry, Dad. Looks like I'm gonna be late tonight. Maybe it was the helplessness of the situation, but somehow I began to fall asleep. Right as I felt my consciousness slipping away, I heard violent knocking on the window near my head. Who the hell? Hello?
You should go.
What was that? Who was that? I looked around, but nothing. I've got to be losing my mind. There had to be somewhere down the road where I could stay. At least until I could find someone to fix the car and the tree was moved. So I walked for what felt like hours, days even. But I knew the length of the journey must be all in my head. Thankfully, a sign for a cheap motel appeared just around this sharp turn in the road. Better than walking all night. Okay. Hey, man.
Shit. Sorry about the wait. Welcome to Tribex Motel. How long do you plan on staying?
Stay.
Huh?
Are you okay, sir?
Fine. I'm fine. Sorry about that. I'm staying just for tonight.
Okay. That'll be $25. Your key. Also, just a piece of advice. Don't go poking your head anywhere you're not supposed to. Okay, kid?
Yeah, sure. Didn't plan on it. I left the booth and turned into the hallway leading towards the rooms. I walked for what felt like an eternity until the static from earlier made its way back to my ears, filling my head with its unpleasant screaming. Suddenly, the lights began to flicker rapidly. God. Is that... God. Whispers filled the hall. I could hear them as clear as day. but I couldn't make out what they were saying. They seemed to be coming from the strange door that had appeared on the wall nearby. So, I approached it slowly.
Didn't I just fucking tell you not to go poking your nose around?
The manager's harsh voice instantly snapped me out of my trance. I stepped back from the door and shook my head. Sorry, I thought I heard something.
Oh, goddamn kids.
God forbid I get a little curious, man. Not again. What was that? Oh my God, I just need to lie down. Okay, number 9. Nothing weird about that. I hope I can get some sleep before hitting the road again. Finally, some damn sleep. But before I knew it, the tiredness in me suddenly faded, leaving me restless. Between the manager's outburst and the weird sounds, there was too much on my mind. All right. I looked out the window for anyone who could have been making these noises. But nothing was there. Just an empty parking lot. So I stepped away from the window and headed across the room. I slowly opened my door, keeping it propped open with one of my shoes. I feel like I'm fucking losing it. The whispers grew loud, filling my head like an empty cave with an uninvited guest. I made my way down the hall again and back to the door I'd been warned not to touch. The whispers were definitely coming from behind the door, growing louder and louder, almost like someone begging to be let out. So, like a moth to a flame, I let my curiosity take over once more. I grabbed the knob and pulled it open. Suddenly, the voices disappeared. All that was inside the room before me was a singular, knocked-over lamp in the middle of the cold floor. I was frozen at the sight until a woman, covered in shadow, gradually made her way towards me. Hair hiding her face, she lifted her head with an eerie slowness and met my eyes. Her gruesome appearance seemed otherworldly and human. What the fuck? As if by magic, the door pushed me away as it slammed shut. I was clearly unwelcome. Was she trapped? Or had I almost let something out? A chuckle sounded through the halls as if taunting me to investigate further. Not wanting to take any more chances, I made my way back to my room. The lights began to flicker again as I headed down the hallway, the static in my head growing worse than before. Then, harsh banging sounds came from behind all the nearby doors. The next hallway was covered in blood. In my haste, I slipped on the slick substance and fell. Now I was drenched in someone else's blood. What the hell was going on here? There, in the other hallway, stood the distorted figure who had once been a woman. Thin as paper, tall as a tree. She was looking right at me.
I will make you mine.
I barely managed to regain my footing and ran to my propped open door. I kicked my shoe out of the way and burst into the room, slamming the door shut on that monster. I hurried to the bathroom and turned on the water, rinsing my hands and splashing my face in a futile effort to clean the blood off. Okay. Calm down. Deep breaths. Fuck. Please, I don't know you. I was just curious about that damn door.
I told you, didn't I? You damn kids never listen to what anyone tells you!
Blood poured down my face. The ringing in my ears was deafening. Adrenaline took over every muscle in my body as I grabbed the broken broom handle and shoved it into the manager's goddamn neck. Listen to that, asshole! Tension rose in the air. I remained on my feet somehow, but the woman continued to cry silently, heartbroken. The windows shattered as the woman screamed. The night air rushed in, instantly filling the room with an unearthly cold. My breath hung in the air like puffs of ice. Every scream, every syllable that came out of that wicked mouth, I felt my neck begin to crack. My breath grow shallow. My body become numb. And
You will save me, right?
that's a brutal way to die.
At least it was quick.
I feel so sorry for Colin's father. He will probably never know what happened to his son.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
I wish we could have seen how the manager was planning on freeing the woman.
Probably a cool ritual.
Can I go next?
Wow, look at you, finally getting into the spirit of things.
Yeah, this is pretty fun.
All right, Tamara, let's hear what you've got. A Door to Hell was written by Logan Fletcher. Rest in Pieces was written by Jenna Oliver and Carrie Murphy. Starring the voice talents of
Corey Holland as Colin.
Patti Knox as the woman.
Jalen Askins as the manager.
Beth Pierce as the girl. Sky Santacruz as 911 operator.
Justin Saint as Hadi.
Eric Sheffield as Mateo.
Hi, my name is Marissa, and I will be playing Tamara.
Noah Bellichew as Mike.
Melissa White as Patricia. Script editing by Jenna Rose and Sterling Barbette. Music by Randy Greer and Key Garland. Key art by Angie Min. A Door to Hell character art by Art Ikuda. Rest in Pieces character art by Avia Key. Backgrounds and logos by Blind Deaf Ghost. Casting by Jenna Oliver, Carrie Murphy, and Logan Fletcher. Audio and video editing by Jenna Oliver. Half Moon Mischief will continue next week.